In the US, the foreign policy doesn't really change. In India, it can take a complete 180-degree turn depending on which government is in power, which prime minister is in power. For example, I'll tell you what, we've had prime ministers in India who have completely reversed long-standing policy. For example, it is said that when Prime Minister Morarji Desai came to power, became Prime Minister, he undid decades of Indian intelligence operations in Pakistan and revealed the identities, allegedly, of the Indian intelligence assets in Pakistan, and they were all rounded up by Ziaul Haq and dealt with. And it is also said that when Prime Minister I.K. Gujral came to power in India, just for 3 months, he did the same thing once again. So in India, it's not that the case that the policy remains the same, foreign policy remains the same. In India, the foreign policy fluctuates wildly depending on who's on power. In the US, foreign policy never changes. It doesn't matter who is in power, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat or whoever. The large scale, big picture, macro foreign policy never changes. The US is a very interesting nation. Look, it's a two-party system, right? You got the Democrats and Republicans. You have a couple of other parties, the Greens and whatever, but they don't really matter. So it's a de facto two-party state, which is just one step above a one-party regime like China or North Korea. And both parties have essentially the same, very similar foreign policy.
Sure.
Right now, you're seeing a big transformation of foreign policy, but it is not affecting the US national interest in any way adversely.